Hi, welcome to this lecture. Before we get started with fraction, let's look at this story. We have two friends, Bonty and Monty, and they got a pizza and they want to eat it. Right? This is a delicious pizza. Everybody want to eat it, right? So what will they do? How they will share? They will make it two parts, and that to two equal parts, right? That is how they can share the pizza, right? So this part is for Bonty and this part is for Monty. That is how they will share the pizza. But before they could get started, what happened? Two more friends arrived, Rinku and Pintu. So what they need to do now? They need to again share the same pizza, but among four and into four equal parts, right? So how will it look like? It will look like this, right? Four equal parts. So what we call this? We call this a quarter, right? We are divided into four parts. So each is a quarter. Similarly, in the first case, when it is divided into two parts, it is called a half, right? We keep using these terms in our day-to-day life, right? If you have not studied fraction but still you are using these terms, that means you know that you are already using fraction. Okay, fraction is nothing but dividing the whole chunk into some smaller pieces or a bigger group into the smaller groups. Okay, that is all about fraction. Okay, so let's see that how do we represent this now. So here we discussed that this is divided into two halves, right? So what do we mean by that? Two halves. That means the whole part is being divided into two and we are taking one, right? So we write it in the form of 1 over 2 or 1 divided by 2, which means basically there are two parts and I'm talking about one part. So that's why I tell it 1 over 2. Similarly here it is divided into four parts. If I want to represent this part only, I will say 1 over 4 because I have divided the whole pizza into four equal parts and I'm talking about only one part. So I can represent in terms of number as 1 over 4. That is how it is represented. So this is nothing but fraction. Okay, we are using fraction in our day-to-day life in these terms. So halves and quarters are nothing but actually they are fractions. Okay, I hope this concept you can relate to. If you are dividing something into 10 parts and taking one part out of it, then you can say is 1 over 10 also. If you are dividing something into 20 parts and taking 4 parts out of it, so you can always say that 4 over 20 parts, right? That is how all this fraction is used in our day-to-day life. Okay, I hope you are pretty much clear now that how the fraction comes into action in our real life. In the next lecture we will formally try to define fractions and what are the different parts of it. So stay tuned for that and please let me know if you have any question. Thank you.